Jill with stampwithjill.com, and I am going to show you how to make this beautiful Christmas card in some non-traditional Christmas colors. And what I'm focusing on here are the alphabets, and these are the Zenspirations, and it's an alphabet die of 26 letters. It looks like this. I have some of the letters, of course, off of the cardboard because I was cutting Joys and Noels and Marys. So let me show you a few of the projects. So we are going to make this one today, which is Joy, and this uses the Patootie Burst, which I have most of them out of the package, but you can see some cute flowers, and some bubblegum letters cut with the J and the Y, and you can see that there's some texture in those letters, and they're pretty whimsical. So that's the first one. And then I made this one, which is same letters, Merry Christmas, and this is from the Gnome for the Holidays stamp set. And some Snapshot Frames, Holly, and Candy Dots for the berries. And then I did another one with Mary and some sparkle tape, also very easy and straightforward. And this little Christmas is from the Christmas Sprig. And then the fourth one I did was this Joy one. Same thing as the Mary, just with some sparkle tape and some rhinestones. So let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to show this one with the wreath because it was non-traditional, and you can make this with white flowers on different backgrounds, and I just added a little branch to give it a holiday feel and some sparkle silk. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have a whipped cream piece of cardstock, and that is folded or scored at 5.5 for a top fold card. And then I have a piece of bubble gum, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so just a smidge bigger than 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right on the front of the card. Okay, and then I can set that aside. So I pre-did a tiny dot whipped cream embossed piece. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and I pre-did the letters, which you can see here, and a branch for it to sit on. And actually, this is the opposite of this in the branch and cone die set, which you've seen me use on the blog a couple times. So we're just going to have it come this way because I like when the branches go up, not down. I know it doesn't really matter, but that's how I like it. So I'm going to use some liquid glue here, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little tiny bit here on some of these branches to hold it in place. It doesn't take a lot of glue to hold it, just a couple of dots. And then I'm going to put that right up on the edge, but kind of towards the bottom, and press and hold. And that will dry in about 10 seconds. It's really quick. And then I'm going to do the Joy. So I'm going to pull in the sample so you can see it. This are just glued down. There are 11 of them, so we will need 11 of these blue flowers. There's these tin pail colored ones too that I have one stuck here to the packaging. So that's 4, 5, 6, and it looks like I closed it up, so now I have to open it and dump a few more out. Let's just dump them all out. You need 11, at least for my size circle. You probably might need, depending on your size circle, you'll need maybe 1 or 2 more or 1 or 2 less. So I'm going to save the J and the Y for the end. Can move these out of the way. So we'll have 11 of these, and what I did was I had this sitting on my table. It is just some silver sparkle washi tape. I used it in this card. You can see how pretty it is. Comes with the scallop on it, but all I did was trace the circle on the inside with a pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and put these Joy letters. I'm not really in the screen, so let me move that up. So let me put that there. Okay, so I'm just going to line these up like that. And I just grabbed my pencil. So we are just literally going to make a pencil mark on the inside of that. So I'm not using the washi tape on these cards, but I liked the size of the circle because it coordinates with the letters. You can use a circle punch, you can use a circle die, any size circle that you have in your stamp and crafting area. So then what you're going to do, it's so easy, is you're going to put a line of glue around here, like that, and you're just going to smush 11 flowers in there. And you want them to kind of overlap so it looks like a wreath. That's 4. Oops, that one popped up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the reason why I picked 11 was because that's what fit. 10, oops. 10. So you can see I put them closer together than on my original sample, so I could even fit 12 in there. But what you're going to do is you're going to put that 11th one down, and then you're just going to, because it's liquid and you have a little bit of time to wiggle them around then before they dry. There. So now you have a perfect wreath, and it was literally take them out of the package and stick. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to pop that joy up on some foam squares. So I have these tiny foam squares, which are really awesome, by the way. But I have one here. This particular one is almost gone, and I cut them. I cut those tiny things in half, like that, and then we just put them on the back of the letters, and they fit perfectly. So if you don't have really small foam squares in your stash, you should probably get some, because they are really, I really like them. There you go. All right, so then we're just going to peel the backing off and line up the joy with the wreath, and then we're going to do the J like this. So make sure you get it on the right side. And then a little bit in there, because you don't want it to fall off your card. I mean, probably one would be enough, but just going to make sure that it doesn't fall off. And then we have a joy. All right, so we're almost done. So I can save these little guys for later. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to take some of my whipped cream thread, and I'm just going to tie a baby bow. So what I do is I make a loop like that, wrap it around, and just pull it through. And then you get these big, I guess you want to call them ears, and then you're just going to pull them down like that and tighten them up. And depending on how long you want your tails for your bow on your wreath, you just trim them. So I just used a glue dot, and I rolled the glue dot like that. You can put it right on your bow, or you can put it right on the card. It doesn't matter. I'll put it right on the bow. And then you're just going to put that right at the top so it looks like a real blue flower wreath. And then there's just 2 steps left to finish off the card. And that is some sparkle silk, which I have right here, because I wanted to give it some splattery on the white. And then we're just going to put it on top of the, you're just going to tap and put some sparkles all over it. And then I don't want to smear them, but we'll just kind of move this over a little bit. And then I have some bigger foam squares to mount that white piece on, and we'll just do it in reverse. Normally I would put them on the white. We'll put them in just a little bit because there is only 1/8 of an inch around, like that. And then take that off, and then we're just going to put this on. Hopefully I can get it nice and lined up straight. And there you have it. Quick and easy. Love when you find a great alphabet die that works on cards. Can't wait to make some non-traditional ones. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great afternoon.